Witam was wszystkich bardzo, bardzo serdecznie. Ja jestem Janki, a to, moi drodzy, jest kolejny odcinek z naszej serii z gry TheWolfAmongUs. Rozpoczynamy sobie epizod 5. Nie taki wilk straszny. Serdecznie zapraszam.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Dobrze, moi drodzy, szybkie przypomnienie tego, co działo się w poprzednich odcinkach i pora rozpocząć nowy epizod, ostatni już naszej przygody tutaj z Wilkiem, Bigbym. Epizod 5. Nie taki wilk straszny.
You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster.
Nie jesteśmy przyjaciółmi.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here. But your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said a bad word.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle
Zabiłeś te kobiety, próbowałeś mnie zabić i niszczysz to miasto? Zabiłeś te kobiety?
You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence.
Jersey wskazał ciebie.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that
Dobrze, kto to zrobił w takim razie?
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
O, ta z tyłu tutaj kręci głową. Coś jest nie do końca tutaj prawdą.
I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right.
What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Okej.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Oni się coś go nie słuchają, on jest tutaj szefem. Robią sobie co chcą.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Dlaczego to zrobiłeś?
Knows where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And
You
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff?
To nieźle.
Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued
Obaj pójdziecie ze mną.
I think I'll be taking
Dokładnie.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce! What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
for minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Get the fuck out of
I
here!
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him! Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit, but he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
Być
What are you
garbusa.
saying?
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Pawa Mary zaraz tu wejdzie. O, właśnie idzie. No to mamy teraz problem.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
O, to mamy przesrane. Chyba nas tu zatłuką zaraz. Sami sobie z nimi wszystkimi na pewno nie poradzimy. Nie ma takiej opcji. Chociaż zobaczymy, co z tego wyjdzie.
Take this!
Oho. Otworzył się portal.
Come on. We're pretty much done here.
Skurczybyki, no.
Like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see her inside.
Czyżby będziemy musieli załatwić wszystkich? O, sprzedał mu kosę. Mordercy zakichani. Pięknie. Dobra, unik.
This way.
Wszyscy uciekają. Cholera. A ja będę musiał za nimi tutaj, kurczę, chyba pójść tak samo. Jeb go tutaj. Bez litości. Mordercy zakichani. No. Ciekawe, gdzie ten portal nas zaprowadzi. Czy może też już zmienił swoje położenie wyjściowe i nas przeniesie całkowicie inaczej, gdzie są tamci? Nie do końca.
Shit!
I know.
Dobra, gonimy ich. Lecimy szybko. No, zderzak nam tylko został w rękach. No ostro, teraz całe miasto nas tak naprawdę widzi. Tutaj się odpitala, biegnący wilkołak po mieście. No nie za dobrze to wygląda. Dobra, po autobusach szybciutko sobie podskoczymy tutaj. Okej. Gdzie oni uciekli? To jest, kurcze, pytanie. Może z góry coś? A nie, tutaj jednak mieszkania będziemy przechodzić. Gdzie te skurczysyny się podziały? Jadą, okej. Mam tylko nadzieję, że nam nikt tutaj nie ucieknie. Że chociaż ich będziemy w stanie złapać i się dowiedzieć czegoś więcej. To mi się zdaje, że będziemy we wszystkich porannych wiadomościach. Wilkołak biegający po mieście. O, jesteśmy na dachu. Oj, co teraz? Ten ucieka. Garbus. Dobra. Ona te broje nas zrzuci z tego samochodu. My się musimy mocno tutaj trzymać, żeby nie spaść. Trzymaj się. O, przystrzep... O, cholera. Nagle się zatrzymała. Czyli co, ciąg dalszy pogoni pewnie będzie nas czekał za nią. No. Będzie nas musiał tutaj staranować.
He's not moving.
Keep going!
To uciekli nam? Nie, lecimy dalej za nimi. A czy to wystarczy, żeby ich dogonić? Okej, są w Pudding and Pie.
Come on.
No, ale tutaj też pasuje się ubrać, jak człowiek z powrotem. Zanim wejdziemy oczywiście do środka. Dobra, możemy zobaczyć sobie, rozejrzeć się po tym samochodzie. No, troszkę tutaj zrobiliśmy, kurczę młynu, rozbiliśmy szyby. Tutaj krew jest jeszcze. No, dostał od nas nożem jednak, więc trochę krwawi. Wejdźmy sobie do środka. Pewnie drzwi zaryglowali. No nie. Pewnie myśleli, że udało im się uciec, że nie znajdziemy ich. Ale dziwi mnie to, że trochę takie oczywiste miejsce uciekają. W miejscu, w którym są powiązani, a nie szukają jakiejś innej kryjówki, w której mogliby się przed nami schować. Wejdź.
I need a minute. Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at
Dlaczego
him.
go chronisz?
He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls—
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean—
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
George—
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine.
Dokładnie.
Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Ale mordercy nie możemy zostawić, żeby sobie tak chodził.
Come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you?
Mogłeś je uwolnić.
Could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them...
To co by się stało niby?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
Co masz na
What are
myśli?
you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't
To były
fucking
twoje
blame me.
wstążki?
You're not innocent here either.
To nieźle.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell.
Nie zabiję jej.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life.
Nie się to
Like
zupełnie
it was
tak.
either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really.
Just shut up.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
Ona sama się zabije?
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking
Vivian, I didn't mean.
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Narissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't.
O, ja pieprzę. No to się porobiło.
No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
I on też umrze teraz? Obok niej? Całkiem możliwe. Sami są sobie winni tego, co się stało.
Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Flaki mu wyszły. Ostro.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
Barwie bardziej niż ty.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want
Zrób mu
to do.
krzywdę, nie jestem taki.
Who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Zabij go, niech umiera.
I know what I did.
Nie, zabić go nie zabiję. Nie mam zamiaru brać w tym udziału.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
Wyślę kogoś nie będę mordercą.
Won't be a killer, Georgie.
You selfish bastard. Fuck you! Piece of shit.
I co, i wychodzi na to, że ta reszta tych dziewczyn, które miały na sobie wstążki, są teraz wolne. Skoro pierwowzór wstążki został zdjęty, czyli cały czar prysnął. Ale się porobiło. No i teraz pewnie udamy się do tej odlewni, całej w poszukiwaniu Garbusa. Dobra. Idziemy sobie do środka, odlewnia Shepard, późną nocą. Otwórzmy sobie drzwi. Które oczywiście są zamknięte, no jakby inaczej. Musimy wyrwać zamek zapewne. O, puściło. Ciekawe, czy uda nam się go schwytać, tego skurczysyna. Czy skończy się krwawą rzeźnią. No, krwawa Mary tutaj może nam troszeczkę, kurczę, sprawy skomplikować. Ona jest strasznie silna. Shepard Metal Works. Dobrze, rozejrzmy się tutaj, czy coś więcej możemy zobaczyć. Tu są te paczki.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Okej. Otwórzmy sobie w takim razie kolejne drzwi. O, ta lampa się zapaliła. Co, jakby czujnik jakiś jest? Drzwi za nami się zaczasnęły. Póki co jeszcze nikogo nie widać. Oho. A to kto?
The big bad wolf.
Oho, krwawą Mary już tutaj słychać chyba. Całą resztę kompanii. Okej, tutaj mamy jakąś kurczę tablicę ze zdjęciami z wszystkich dziewczyn. Zobaczmy, co to jest na tej tablicy. Robili nam zdjęcia, cały czas nas ktoś obserwował. No nieźle. Dobra, tutaj mamy jeszcze do sprawdzenia koło. Czyżby to by było koło do łamania kości? Do tortur? Dokładnie, leży tutaj młot. Standardowa średniowieczna tortura, łamanie na kole. Jedna chyba z bardziej nieprzyjemnych. Okej, wejdźmy sobie tutaj do tego pomieszczenia. Co my tu jeszcze znajdziemy? Stół warsztatowy. A co tutaj jest? Tutaj odlewają srebrne kule. Dokładnie. No, na cały czas tutaj do nas gdzieś szepta. O! On się pojawia dosłownie znikąd.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Mam nadzieję, że uda nam się załatwić ją na dobre.
I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Mam nadzieję, że kurczę ją załatwimy i to szybko.
Make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Dobra, udało mi się. Pięknie. Znowu zniknęła gdzieś. Cwana z niej bestia, to trzeba przyznać. Choć mi się zdaje, że ona znowu zaraz się pojawi za nami i w momencie, kiedy będzie się tutaj wylewać ten metal w dół, do jakiegoś pojemnika, ona się na nas rzuci. O, coś przebiegło. Ona strasznie szybka. Pójdziemy tutaj. Nie ma sensu iść w mieście, w którym ona była już. Ze względu na to, że ona jest cholernie szybka. I tak już by jej tam nie było. Trzeba wyprzedzić jej ruchy. Dobrze, powolutku przeciskajmy się przez te... O! Przez te pojemniki. Ole! Nie zdążyłem kompletnie zareagować na ten atak jej. Jakie to było szybkie. Dobra, przeciskamy się dalej. Dobra. O, jasna cholera. O, teraz mi się udało. O, cholera. No, cały czas, kurde, przecież wciskałem.
Come out and face me!
O, jest za nami. W swojej prawdziwej postaci tym razem. Cała w szkle. A w końcu przechodzi przez lustra, krwawa Mary. Ale z niej bestia jest. A, cwaniara. Jeszcze rurę wzięła. Dobra, na szczęście tutaj uniknąłem tego. Miałem zrzucić jak najszybciej, bo zaraz dobierze nam się do gardła. O, dawaj, Bigby. Dobra. dawaj, moja droga, pokaż na co cię stać. To teraz są dwie... Co to ma być? No tego to ja się nie spodziewałem, że ona może się tutaj, kurczę, mnożyć. Ja rozumiem, gdyby to były lustra, jakieś odbicia lustrzane czy coś w tym stylu, ale... Dobra, to był klonik. Dobra. Dobra. Pięknie. O, cholera. Ona nam tu daje bardzo jej to w kość. Dobra. Ała. Obrywamy i to sporo. To trzeba przyznać. Dobra, zrzućmy ją jak najszybciej. Okej, dostała lufę. A nas tutaj teraz wszystkie, kurczę, się narzucają i zacząłem rozrywać na szczępy. O cholera. Byle byśmy zdążyli, zanim wyrwie nam wątroba albo coś jeszcze innego bardzo ważnego. O proszę, to teraz się dopiero przemieniliśmy w swoją prawdziwą postać. Pana Wilka. Okej. Tego się nie spodziewałem. Dobrze. Skubana. No, wszystko to są cały czas jej kolejne jakieś odbicia. Która jest prawdziwa? No, chyba ta, która się tutaj chowa, na to wychodzi. Z jakiego powodu miałyby się chować jej odbicia? O ty cholero. Pręd między zęby? Nieładne zagranie. O, kolejne to, że było odbicie? No proszę. Cwane jest, to bardzo. Cały czas coraz więcej ich tutaj przybiega. No, muszę przyznać, że Garbus sobie naprawdę potężnego tutaj sojusznika, kurczę, do siebie przyciągnął. Co nam da ten potężny nasz podmuch, który rozwalał domki 3 świnek? Czyżby się... Właśnie, porozbijają się te wszystkie klony. Dobra. Wychodzi na to, że to jest ta jedna prawdziwa. Czyżby miała wystarczająco mocy, żeby stworzyć kolejne? Czy zmierzy się z nami teraz sam na sam? O, wyciąga z siebie szkło. Czy będzie nim rzucać, czy może z nim nas zaatakuje? A to pytanie ciekawe, dobra. Ale ją złapałem w pół. Ale coś tak, wiedziałem, że to się tak skończy. Bardziej się spodziewałem tego, że wbije nam w oko to ostrze. Na szczęście tutaj udało nam się chyba załatwić, moi drodzy. Pięknie. Elegancko. Ale my też nie jesteśmy, kurczę, tutaj w pełni sprawni już chyba po tej walce. No troszkę nas tutaj pokiereszowała. Ale chyba nie jest tak z nami aż źle. Chyba damy radę tutaj rozwiązać tą całą sytuację. O, ciuszki. Chyba wskoczymy w nie z powrotem, czy może nie? No. Kolega chyba troszkę tutaj w gaciach ma. Jak zobaczył, że krwawa Mary została tutaj załatwiona przez nas. I co, będziesz starał się teraz z nami negocjować coś?
You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of special.
No.
Won't miss next time.
Okej.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
Mam go zamiar rozszarpać na części. Szczerze powiedziawszy.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the
Wierzę
story.
Georgiemu.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that.
Tylko, że Georgie umierał.
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
On tutaj próbuje coraz bardziej uciekać, się cofa gdzieś.
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is...
Chodzi o jaśmi, chodzi o baśniogród, chodzi o sprawiedliwość.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
Ale zrobił to na jego zlecenie.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. We've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Kurde, co zrobić?
You know, I'm actually looking
Nigdzie nie
forward to
jedziesz, śmieciu.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
Dokładnie.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work.
Nie mam zamiaru robić tego, co on chce.
What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing.
And what would Miss White
Zabij go,
think?
doprowadź go do Śnieżki.
You show up with nothing but a corpse.
Dobra, ja bym go chętnie rozszarpał, ale trzeba go zrobić tak, jak ma być.
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
O, jestem ciekaw, co tutaj się dalej, moi drodzy, wydarzy. Mam nadzieję, że tylko nie puszczą go wolno, bo byłoby to naprawdę tragedią. Mam nadzieję, że tutaj ręka sprawiedliwości go dosięgnie. Chociaż sami wiemy, jak to czasem bywa. Mordercy jednak wychodzą na wolność, pomimo bardzo mocnych dowodów, bo mają na przykład bardzo duże wpływy w samych sądach lub tego typu rzeczach. Wszystko jest tutaj możliwe, moi drodzy.
I know. But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours.
Nie ułatwił zadania.
Into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
How could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean
Nie
to
wydałeś ten
interrupt,
rozkaz?
Miss White.
Georgie may have killed him, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed
No jeszcze wyjdzie wolno, no nie wierzę w to.
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Przedsięwziął cierpią, nie przejmujcie się. To nie on za tym stał?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho too. He was pushed into the whole thing and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm
O
concerned.
cholera.
You called the shots. Georgie made that
Ale on
perfectly
miesza.
clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I don't...
told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well
Daj
aware
jej
of my
skończyć.
rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff BigbyWolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Cwaniak się wywinie, coś mi się zdaje.
Nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're in.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right,
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something
On
of
stąd
this
wyjdzie,
town,
kurna,
we have
bez
to start
szwanku.
doing things
Skurczysyn.
correctly. No more snap
On tak
judgments,
namiesza,
no
że
more
naprawdę.
secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered two of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for once.
George inaczej to przedstawił.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Zostałem zaatakowany.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man.
Nie chcieliście chronić? Skończyłeś?
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Nigdy nie zwinaj winy na nas.
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree?
Śnieżka popełniła błąd i nie próbuj nami manipulować.
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
On się wywinie. Na 100%.
I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection,
Nie my was w to pakowaliśmy.
but I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Nigdy go nie obchodziliście.
The Crooked Man cared about you. He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Żeby się nam udało przekonać wszystkich.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Twoja przeszłość?
What about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Cholera.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let
killed
me just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Tak, jesteś odpowiedzialny.
You're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Śnieżka nie miała nic z tym wspólnego. To ty tu jesteś oskarżonym.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Skurwysyn, ale kmiesza.
Dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
No w końcu może mówić.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in...
No to niech mówi w takim razie.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up! You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is
Vivian
highly
zabiła się sama.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who
To
ever
wszystko
gave a damn
potwierdza.
about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free.
Czego
What
oczekiwałeś?
did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a
Śnieżka powinna
decision.
zdecydować?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Śnieżka powinna zdecydować. W końcu ona rządzi.
Should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
Co ja mam zdecydować?
He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Ja go skażę na śmierć, skurczysyna. Urwij mu głowę, wrzuć go do studni.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Everyone, I'm
Not this way.
O ty ciulu. Nie da mu się zrzucić razem do studni. Nara!
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me.
Urwij mu głowę, wrzuć go do studni.
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Chyba wszyscy będą zadowoleni z tej decyzji.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
I co teraz? Się okaże. Śledztwo zakończone. Mamy winnego, skazaliśmy winnego. Padł pięknie do studni. Mam nadzieję, że tylko nikt z tej studni nie pije. Raczej taka woda nie byłaby zbyt dobra.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Wszystko gra?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Co oni mnie tak wszyscy teraz zlewają? Ciekawe.
Jesus.
Czyli co, pomimo tego, że ja mu obiecałem, że...
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Przykro mi, próbowałem pomóc.
Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
No w tym wypadku mi trochę przykro, że tak to się skończyło.
Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
No przykro mi to, że akurat tutaj sytuacja się tak kurczę stała.
Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Gdzieś się zgubił.
I don't know. He must have run off.
Bullshit.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Daj mi wstążkę.
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay?
Dobrze, w takim razie.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Co zrobiła?
What did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to
Wydałeś
die
swoje
over a
przyjaciółki.
picture.
Georgie nie słynął z litości. Chciałaś je chronić.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Nie powinnaś kłamać.
Makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily.
but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment, so I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
Strzępek tkaniny.
Piece of fabric I found near there. That was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares.
Przykro mi, że musiałeś to zrobić.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other and look out for us.
Ciężko wszystkich zadowolić. Dokładnie. Nigdy nie zadowolimy każdego. Próbując zadowolić wszystkich, nikt nie będzie nigdy szczęśliwy.
At the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because
Mam nadzieję, że zrobiłem coś dobrego.
against the Crooked Man. It was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are. I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Idź za nią.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Dobrze, moi drodzy, wychodzi na to, że są wszystkie nasze wybory, które tutaj dokonaliśmy. 31% ludzi zostawiło Georgiego na śmierć. 90% wzięło tego zakichańca żywego na przesłuchanie. 38% wrzuciło go do studni. 98% ludzi zaakceptowało prezent TJ'a dla Śnieżki. I 54% odpowiedziało I hope I've done something good here. Czyli mam nadzieję, że zrobiłem tutaj coś dobrego. Okej, w takim razie co? Tutaj mamy statystyki dodatkowe. Zaimponowałeś jej swoimi zdolnościami detektywistycznymi. Ciężko mi to w ogóle ogarnąć, co tu jest napisane. Zaoferowałeś mu ochronę w biurze, dałeś mu drinka, kiedy cię o to prosił, pomogłeś mu uniknąć farmy, Garbus nie żyje, wrzucono go do studni czarownic, dobra, tego skurczysyna. Dia, zabrałeś pieniądze jego, go przesłuchałeś, przypaliłeś go przy cygarem. Dałeś jej pieniądze po walce z myśliwym, też nie żyje Georgie, zostawiłeś go bez konał, zdemolowałeś mu lokal, cioteczka, zaproponowałeś jej pracę, przerwałeś pogrzeb jej siostry, poszedłeś z nim na układ, powiedziałeś, Powiedziałeś o jego kradzieżach? W swoim biurze próbowałeś ją zdjąć jej wstążkę. Podczas ostatniej rozmowy próbowałeś... Co? Ty? A, też jej próbowałem zdjąć wstążkę. Śnieżka, poszliście razem do Trip Clubu. Pokazałeś jej zdjęcie Crane'a, na którym się razem znajdują. Obiecałeś sprowadzenie garbusa żywego. Zostawiłeś go z tyłu. Przyjąłeś prezent. Wstawiłeś się za nim, kiedy nie chciałeś... Wstawiliśmy się za nim, żeby nie poszedł na farmę. Dobra. I co teraz? Dalej? Żeby to był koniec? Dokładnie, moi drodzy. To będzie koniec naszej przygody z Wilkiem, Bigbym. Mam nadzieję, że ta seria wam się podobała. Tak samo jak i mi. Ja was standardowo zachęcam do łapeczki w górę oraz subskrypcji. A my, moi drodzy, widzimy i słyszymy się w kolejnych moich seriach na moim kanale. Trzymajcie się, cześć, do zobaczenia. Do kolejnych odcinków i serii. Pa, pa.